bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the 50, Newton. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. With 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Newton on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
Another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 13 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Newton on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run with Patterson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Check. Lucky. Kill.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Good.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run with a rookie second-rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Baltimore.
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And going deep. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Yeah. 25-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah. Who did? The camera did?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Oh, they seen him at the guy house
last time.
live out
See
here?
what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a
touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From just shy of midfield, Jackson flushed out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
For this.
Picked off by Patrick Queen, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker lining up.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
17.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
From the contest.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. throwing again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing again is Newton. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And now he can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And we've got movement. I think this... against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check. Good. Great. Shit.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Check 53. 20. 53, Mike.
Third and long. It's Newton. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
3rd down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
First down.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL.